Statistics South Africa says 599,000 people who were employed full-time have been retrenched. 63,000 of them were laid off since the beginning of this year. Stats SA says the jobs bloodbath has led to the loss of a combined income amounting to 19.5 billion rand for the affected workers. COSATU is calling for urgent intervention.
Government and the business sector needs to do better when it comes to the implementation or implementing their commitment under the Economic Recovery and Reconstruction Plan. These include fixing Eskom as the economy needs reliable and affordable electricity, ramping up a buy local campaign that will boost local manufacturing and create jobs, tackling the corruption and wasteful expenditure that bleeds the state and the economy billions and billions of rands.
47,000 part-time workers are said to have lost their jobs since March last year. But economists say the situation is far worse than it seems.
What we're seeing in the formal sector is nowhere near as bad as in the informal sector or the sector that incorporates domestic workers or agricultural workers. They are losing jobs at a far greater rate than is the case in the formal sector. And it's also linked to levels of skill. Those with fewer skills are finding it very much more difficult to retain their jobs than those who are skilled, who are maintaining to continuation of decent levels of work opportunity.
And now, the recently imposed hard level 4 lockdown is set to make matters worse on the employment front.
The imposition of restrictions, COVID restrictions, is likely to exacerbate the inequality between what happens to those in the informal sector and those in the formal sector. Because with the kind of restrictions being imposed on crowd gatherings, informal sales are that much more difficult to affect than formal sector sales. Also, we see that smaller businesses are likely to be suffering far more than your big corporates in this kind of environment.
On a positive note, the economy and job creation is expected to recover strongly towards the end of the year if the current third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic subsides. Mbongani Muchwa, SABC News, Johannesburg.